into the stream. Rather empty at the minute, but you never know, someone might watch it. So hopefully the audio issues are sorted from last time. There was a weird glitch on it. I've changed some of the settings, so hopefully that won't be an issue again. Oh, what my plan is, I'm going to build a base here. Not really, nothing like that over there, I suppose, but just so that we've got a bit of an area over here, over in this little valley. There's a decaying base at the bottom. I've got a feeling that it's going to be there for another 2 weeks, just because of the way that Dune Awakening handles the sub-5s. Got a feeling he's not paid his taxes or not powered or whatever, but there's 2 cycles before it actually will disappear the sub-5, and I cannot do anything with this area until that's gone. Just won't let me do it. So I'm stuck with working up here until that disappears. It may never disappear, but I'm pretty sure that it will do. So I plan to build out of the Atreides set, obviously, in keeping with the base we've got over there. I'm not in the tower over there. This is just a little chum facility type one, just so that I could claim the land and put a bit of cover in here and start with some material. That'll be deleted for sure, but only when I've got the space to do that. So it's all going to be structural at the minute. I put out some basic structure here, and I can guarantee that it's going to change. I'll run into problems probably in the corners. Sometimes when you're building up and down, the corner walls won't go in. It's just odd. I presume it's because they bulge out or something like that. Anyway. So we'll get the right set going. I'll just get the foundations built and then carry on from there. And just see, you know, just keep looking at, see how it's going and then modify it as needs be. I don't want to be placing these. Probably just use my chopper to look at it as I'm going along, and then change it as needs be. And there's nothing special with laying foundations. It's certainly not going to look as good as that, I don't think. Josh did a real good job of that. Of course I helped him, but he did a lot of the design work on it. This is going to be a bit more practical. The problem with that base up there, it's just too tall, too much verticality. So when you need to go up and down to the things that you need to make and gather and, get in your vehicles, it all takes like steps after steps. You have to walk forever. And the other option is to use your belt. Well, you're certainly repairing that belt more often than you should be. And this is the trouble with building in the sun. You just gallons of water. I could put a still suit on, but I haven't used one for a long while. And I'd have to go and discover it. Got a fair bit of plastone here, but it's not going to last that long. So this goes. Just a bit of an idea for a little bit of interesting detail, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, it seems strange to do that, but it all matters. Just from visual point of view. These things are quite interesting. Oh, I've got the... You can have a look at them. All look like you've got power. Oh, dropped them both. Didn't mean to do that. Sit with the power looking. So it's going to be... Try and keep all the floors like two blocks. I found that if you don't, a lot of the facilities, the things that you want to put inside, don't fit. So I'm dying of thirst again. I've put that on my quick bar button. So in the game, if you set up something as a quick item, you can just press GG and it'll use it. I found the most useful one for me is the water. Some people recommend putting the construction tool on B just if you're used to that. A lot of these games you press B to get into the building, but it's an item in this game. Let's switch that for window actually. Come on. I don't even see much here. Right. So, oh, this is the first floor, second floor, yeah. Ceiling. Let me put it on the edge. There we go. Yeah, meeting myself up there. Blame that on my son coming in to the room unannounced. Just forgetting to put the mic back on. So I was saying I'm just going back to this base here now to pick up some silicone blocks. Oh, I keep pressing escape to get rid of this cursor in front of me. Need to press 6 again. So I don't think I can pick the 50 volume. Put it in the box. And then I could probably just run to the chopper from here. Put this in the chopper. Basalt stone. I could make the plastone here actually. So get one going. Just get some basalt. I was thinking to take it back over to the tower, but I've got a feeling that there isn't any basalt stone over there. This is an old facility that I made just to progress to the point where I'm at now with the Atreides buildings. It's still useful. This is a high, well, I think it's second tier or third tier buggy. But the cut rate on it is pretty good. There's a lot of basalt around here. Part of the reason to come here is because it's like in between a lot of kind of mid-game materials that you'll need to gather. It's just on the corner of 3 different zones. So you've got Mesa Tarell, Eastern Shield Wall, and then a place called the, I don't know how to say that, the Odin. But also Sheol. That's the only place you can get Jasmanium, which is essential if you want to make Dura aluminium. I think that's how you say it. Which is pretty much needed then for a lot of the stuff you're going to need to get into the deep desert and do your gathering for your high-end materials. I really wish there was a good way to switch the seats in the vehicle. It seems crazy that there isn't a way. You have to use the wheel to do it. This is a 2-man job really. I have found I haven't really seen anybody on the server, if I'm being honest. I've seen a couple of people. And it's not like I'm trying to find people, but like every other game I've played of this style, there's always people running past your base and like freaking you out or whatever. There's just no motivation to do it. I mean, they need to address that somehow, the developers, but I don't know what they can do to fix that without making the entire game 3D. I mean, if you like the Dune setting and you can really enjoy yourself on the game just by doing what I'm doing. But if you're looking for a bit of excitement, you're not going to get it on this one. I mean, even in the deep desert, I've not really been in there myself much, but that's just about gathering spice and then getting killed by swarms of ornithopters that you can't see because of the rendering distance. to the top. Probably got enough there. Swing up. Do these lifts. It's pretty quick to make this stuff. It's not something you need to cover a lot of. Not with long. Plus storm. So you make one of these. Get like fuel. Get 250 per block. Probably more basalt actually. Otherwise I'll be doing this forever. I'll take some of this silicone up to the base and I'm not going too far. To the builder's yard. Tomorrow I'm going to play a bit of War Thunder. I've not played that for a while. A bit more exciting than this. I'll be streaming that tomorrow evening, I think. Stop. Oh, no, don't want to do that. I want to put it in the artifact. Don't worry, I've got all this junk. So take that up. And I'll gather more up nearer the other base. Sweltering today. We've had a bit of an heat wave in the UK. The weekend was really hot. It started to calm down now, but it takes about 3 days for the house to cool down. That's one of the things about UK is they're very good at retaining heat and not good at expelling it or keeping it out. So like on the continent, they've all got shutters on the outside of the building. But we can't put them on. For a start, the windows all open outwards. I think you need planning permission to put them on as well. You can't just put a cover over your window. Very silly. Getting lost now. That's because I've had to climb again. Didn't climb far enough before. Oh, yawning already. What's going on there? Blocked up. And the rendering distance is really terrible on the game. Just player built stuff. I mean, I get the networking capacities and things like that. It does take away a bit of the immersion. So interfere with my yeah, we're continuing. I could bring up my refineries by dismantling them and replacing them up here. And then I'll be able to just mix up the plastone while I'm building. Oh, wrong button again. And that's a corner piece. So, that's the next thing, oh, hitting buttons by mistake. Not sure what to use. Corner this up as well. I could start using triangles and squares to make towers, but it can be such a pain. That was a real pain up there. And it's a pain if you're on a square building on it afterwards. Just connecting it up correctly, it doesn't work properly. Not all the time. Well, it will work, but you have to do it in the right order. And figuring it out. Just a slog in itself. Should do it in that end. Be careful here, because it's going to be quite big. So just want to use all this area. And then I plan on bridging over as far as possible to that rock. Now I wonder, I might have to adjust this, because this is a half ramp. It's half a block down. Could be an issue later. Raise these struts up a bit. Let's take this. So I want to pop it up. That look a bit odd at the beginning. Half in the corner. if I can build on that. That's a lot. Something like that. Oops. Careful there. Four walls in. Wee bit strange. But you don't lose anything by trying. Oh, blinky neck. System first, so I can build that.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
So that should meet up playable level. Do something similar there. Oops. Walls. Walls again. I have to drink it in a minute.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Well, that's healed to me. Way out the storm. Can't do anything when it's doing that. So What's it drink. They just put a half block foundation in, so making you faff around. Not even sure why I'm doing this yet. Sure it into something. Something. Oh, God, it goes fast, that blast on. Scabber. Huh? I must have been looking outside of the base or something. Thought I had blast on. Standard wall. Yeah, if you look outside the base, it forgets that you've got what you need. So window there. I think the next one is search of this wall. Let's keep the floor in there. I don't have to worry about the facing of this flooring. It looks the same. Be a nightmare on other styles like Chon. It's concrete slabs. Let's remove these now. granite. So let's maneuver these around. Now I've got it on independent facing just because it's easy to build some stuff, but be a pain when moving these. Just need to replace these. No, dig this in. Just annoying. Shouldn't come back now, I don't think. There's definitely enough room in here. 2 floors, I think, is the max height. Otherwise, it'll get silly vertically then. And I plan on building down below, so. This is a basin as well. Looks pretty good. If I put a roof in here, then I can land my chopper and leave it there. Put the name in. Let's look at the roofs. What our dome. It's Arrakis. We'll find out. Just gonna see if I'm gonna flip. So now what? What hatch? Let's have a look. Got a roof in. Others. Wide stairs. Oh, forgot about that piece. Adhesive door. Hey, where are the... Oh. So I don't know what it is. Yeah, you do. You're not. What roof? I have to adjust this at some point. Just so I can run my choppers easily while I'm messing about. Oh, where's this one then? Oh, so that makes it a half because of the way I've gone up. Okay. Best luck. So, kind of works. Oh boy. Again, the problem in the halves. It's reasonable. A bit strange. I'm out of face that. Oh, on the face only? Oh, there we go. Trying to rotate that. Does it matter? Probably not. Probably not. Come out in case it. Don't want to build the entire thing. Although it doesn't matter for the water ceiling, does it? Sheltered. Can always go over here and put things in. This is not sheltered. It's not sheltered. Probably leave it then. Nothing there needs to be sheltered. So we can do this. Jeez. Oh, that's potluck. What can I do with that then? These things look. Shops at the top. So, okay. No, that's not funny. Oh, why does it do that? Not sure I understand. Oh, it probably fits together. You do a really big one. You know that. Seems to be working. Could. Sure, I want to use that one. It's just huge these days. I see a point in it? Not really. They look good. Have to use 2 of those. Come on. So do we. What you can do there. What? Yeah. You can get a bit down. Finishes it. Is that machine? They look angled these, but Not sure it's working. Looks like the bot comes out straight. On top of these. Something must fit on top of these. I'm just going to do this again. This is frustrating. Let's see. It's all wrong. Oh, these are mashing my brain. Oh, I see. Okay. Finish it all up. No, but I wish I didn't do that. Oh no, I am. That's all it is. Oh. And then is that gonna play now? No. It's not weird. It's not weird. Scenario. It's on the inside though. That piece. Water. Playing it first myself here. Let's see. super pointless. I don't like that. I'll have to delete that. This looks a bit too pointy for me. Do an FPS kill of that then. It's like a little scoop. That's better. I wonder. Just wondering if this is going to marry up. Build a roof and floor ceiling. Change that. Okay, that's a bit more interesting now. A bit of a flyby. It certainly does. Just put some half ramps down there as well, maybe. Might be able to charge them all up. It's looking a bit weird, sticking out of the bottom. I might change that for flooring. think we can work with that. I mean, whenever you're building bases on games like this, you just got to work with the terrain you've got. You tend to find that as long as you don't try and build a breeze block, which is what a lot of people do, it's just lazy. Build a breeze block at the bottom, like a square rectangle, and then just maximize the floor space. That's a lot of people do that. But that takes away from a massive part of a game like this, which is creativity. I mean, I would have played these games if I couldn't do stuff like this. Like, I get frustrated with things like Rust. You can do all sorts with Rust, but the pieces just seem a bit odd sometimes. Like, I spent years developing that game, and they even redid the building. I was playing that game from version 1. It was made in... Was it made in... I can't remember. Did it go into Unity or Unreal? Started in Unity and you're in Unreal, something like that. But like we run a reasonably decent server. Quite high population server on the original Rust before they changed changed the entire engine. That was a real fun game at the beginning. And very adrenaline provoking. Yeah, I really enjoyed playing that. It was many years ago now, before all this went grey. And played it with some in real life friends, as you call them, IRLs. Met a bunch of other people playing it. Got accused of all kinds of things, admin abuse and all that. That's everybody's favourite, just because they know you're red admin. So you manage to shoot somebody and you're just presuming cheating. And it was a great game. And then it changed systems, and that messed up everybody's kind of clans or servers or whatever you want to call them. And didn't really get going again when it moved into the new system. But I still talk to a lot of people today that I met back then. But yeah, the adrenaline rushes off that game. You can't. I've not played a game since that really got it going like that. Half the time, I couldn't move. Couldn't even move my mouse because I'm shaking. I'm gonna lose all my stuff. But it's weird how you can get feeling like that over again. That's the kind of feeling you get when someone's trying to fight you. And you want to run away. But yeah, Conan didn't do that. This doesn't do that. I have played Rust in the new version, but never really got into it as much. Started playing War Thunder a lot after that. Anyway, back to some game. So evolution of the base. I think it's gonna come on. Bit more, a little bit more floor space. I don't want to build too much floor space. Not initially, anyway. I think I might floor it out, wall it off, but then only build half the building. I'm gonna run out of plastone soon anyway. So I think what I'll do, I'll put the floor in. And then it's strange. I think that's stuff's floating. It looks like a glitch on my screen, but it's just storm stuff floating by. But I had a weird glitch. I'm not looking at my screen thinking, is that my stream? But I'm looking at my own screen. Just bits of sand and stone, I guess. And mud. Seal this off, possibly. I'm gonna have to make some entrance out. Something. Got that really big door. Look at that line. Something about that. Let's remove that. See what it fits. Remove that as well. It's huge. I'm going to jumping out every time I put it down. I wonder if it's the floor in there. Remove those. I had it in a minute ago. Come on. Let's see. I might dictate the height. This just needs 12 pieces of plastone. Just like every other tiny piece. Silly. Let's set that in. So we build it. Okay, so we have to go higher. I think I want to shift that in then. It's going to mess with stuff. Manage. Back it into one. Arr.